Oh. Well, it certainly smells like spring today. The primroses are a good sign, but there are more accurate guides to the advent of spring than my nose, as sensitive as it is. Molehills. Moles work in 4-hour shifts and they can move 10 kilograms of soil every hour, and they're quite territorial, so all these molehills just here, or heaves, mole heaves, will have been made by one mole probably. Many people don't like moles in their garden, but mine benefits from the excellent drainage channels they create whilst aerating the soil. Plus, the excavated soil is excellent for potting up plants. The moles scuttle along these vast network of pipelines under the ground, gobbling up any worms, insects or grubs that are unfortunate enough to fall in. And if they can't eat them straight away, what they do is they bite their heads off, they paralyse them with their toxic mole saliva, and then they put them in a special side tunnel, a meat larder, for later. So under the ground just here, there may well be a couple of feet down these meat larders of horror. That's a good title for your next short story, Harry. You can thank me for that. All those horrible moles. No, they're not horrible. I love moles, really. You see them come out the ground sometimes with their little pink noses and huge witch-like claws. Now, speaking of all things subterranean, now is also the time of year you can first start to see badgers emerge from their sets. There are no badgers here in the forest garden because the rabbit-proof fence also keeps badgers out, for better or worse, but there are some in the woods nearby. And as the wild garlic comes up, the badgers gather the wild garlic and use it as part of their bedding because of its antiseptic qualities. But I learned recently that also the badgers harvest bluebell leaves and take them down into their sets, and the sow badgers, the female badgers, will have had their pups by now, probably. Is it February they normally have them? And it's about a constant 8 degrees centigrade underground, and to raise the temperature in there they pile up all these bluebell leaves and let them rot, and the composting process releases a lot of heat and brings the temperature in the set up by about 15 degrees and keeps them nice and warm until the pups are able to emerge in April sometime. I've never seen them doing that, but I'd love to. It sounds amazing. But I do see badgers from time to time scuttling around the perimeter looking for worms in the soft soil. Speaking of looking for worms in the soft soil, well, they're looking for slugs. Very successfully, actually. I do find some slug eggs from time to time, but hardly any slugs. I hope they leave some for the frogs to eat.